Yo, what's good, everybody? Today is day 26 out of 180 days. Today's a different day. I got a really busy day. It's currently 1 p.m. I've been working on stuff. I got a big stream coming up. Basically, I have this thing called a subathon that I do every Christmas. And it's basically where every time someone donates $5, I have 5 minutes to the clock. And this usually lasts about anywhere from like 2 weeks to like a month, usually. So yeah, gotta get ready for the subathon, gotta make challenges, so I gotta take out all my trash and stuff, gotta do my laundry, about to take a shower. It's gonna be a different type of day, and I gotta edit these videos because I gotta start the stream at 7 o'clock, and I got about 5.5 hours, so I got a lot of stuff to do before then, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get straight into it today, boys.
Alright, time to check my weight. £138.4.
Yo, got my eats, guys. Just got my meal prep from yesterday. Chicken and rice, and broccoli, protein shake. You already know what time it is, man. Let's get straight to it. It's a busy day today, man.
I'm negative point already. I think the violence is myself. They put 280 all the way up until now.
Right.
So I know. So that theory is bullshit. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there you can read from people, but I had lived hell. And when you put yourself in hell, that's the only time you can figure out how the fuck to get through that motherfucker. You can't read somebody else's book about some theory on how to do shit. Some guy who sat up in a nice warm office and wrote some book with a nice cup of coffee in the fucking hand. No, I want to see that guy who immersed himself in fucking hell. And he thought about quitting and leaving and his wife and his kids. And why am I here? Is it worth it? All this crazy shit. And still said and found out a way to get through it. So basically that's the bottom line of it all. We all want to read about how we can quickly get somewhere. That's why the 6-minute abs and all sort of shit is so powerful. You may get some results from it, but they're not permanent. The permanent result comes from you fucking, I say it all the time, you have to suffer. You have to make that a tattoo on your fucking brain so when that hard time comes again, you don't forget it. You may forget it for a second, but you can go back in the cookie jar, I call it. It's something that we've all endured. I call it the cookie jar, and we all
Nice path with nice smooth roads.
That's right. It's a difficult motherfucker where you're gonna fail and you're gonna be in your head. You're gonna be saying, I'm not good enough. And it's how you get through that. It's how you get through that on a daily basis when that thing is saying, man, I'm 43, I've done so much. You start to become civilized. The refrigerator gets full. You start making money and you start, I'm not getting cold anymore, I'm retired. At 40, people shouldn't be playing basketball or football or being, you start to believe this shit. And it becomes in your fucking mind like, there's people who are retired, you know, at 40-something years old or 30-something years old. At 43, I'm still putting 100-mile weeks to doing thousands of pull-ups, thousands of push-ups, because I'm not allowing myself to become civilized. The worst thing that can happen to a man is become civilized. You lose that fucking fight. You lose that. Why the fuck am I doing this shit? I'm good. You ain't good, man. You ain't never fucking arrived. And that's just my mentality. You may have more, but you never fucking arrive. You want to be uncommon amongst uncommon people. Period.
Uncommon amongst uncommon people is one of the greatest ways to put it.
That's it. Like if you're like for me, what got me in trouble with the Navy SEALs, y'all can understand me. I didn't give a fuck. Once I went through this fucking journey, this path of life, you ain't got a whole bunch of fucking guys that don't fucking like me. I don't give a fuck. I'm a warrior. Period. There's a lot of guys that have been in a lot more combat than me. A warrior's not always that. A warrior's a motherfucker who says, hey, I'm here again today. I'm here again tomorrow. I'm gonna be here the next day. I'm 50 years old, I'm still fucking getting after it. It's a person that puts no fucking limit on what's possible. And that's what got me in trouble a lot. And that's why I went to Ranger School as a SEAL. That's why I tried to go to Delta Force twice. You know, I've been through all these different training programs because I was looking for, in the military, what I saw is, in the training, these people get their ass handed to them. After they get out, a lot of them get civilized. I always wanted to go back into training. Remember, where I was at, I wanted to go back to war. And the war was in that. I want to eat. Hey, man, I'm all about that kind of mentality. But I was sometimes, man, be my friend, be my buddy. That fucking weak ass shit. I found out through this path of life, who is David Goggins? Who am I? So going through all, I did it alone. There was no fucking trophy on the fucking wall on the mantle. That trophy's in my fucking brain. No one helped me get there. No one paid my fucking bills. No one did shit for me. No one ran those fucking miles, lost that fucking weight. I suffered on my own and developed this man who said, that's who I am, man. A very competitive, ultra competitive dude that take it what you want, man.
I call that personal sovereignty.
Exactly.
There's not a lot of people that have that.
That's me.
There's a lot of people that change who they are depending upon what people want from them.
And that's me.
Yeah, that's important, man. Most people struggle their whole life to find out who they are. Struggle their whole life to find out what defines them, what they actually enjoy and what they don't.
If you start putting yourself in situations that suck, you'll find yourself.
Yeah.
You'll find it real quick.
That is the thing, right? And that's one of the things that I've gotten from paying attention to you is that what you're preaching, what you're talking about is finding yourself through struggle.
That's it. It's the only way to find.
Don't you think that your happiness is probably elevated by the amount of pain that you've gone through?
100%.
So the amount of suffering that you understand, the amount of pain that you've gone through makes you appreciate the happiness and the beautiful moments with much more intensity.
That's what weak people miss about my story. Weak people hear this soft kid, oh my God, he must be miserable. Oh my God, what the hell's wrong with him? You're missing the fucking story. You're not listening to the story, man. Look what I overcame. If that doesn't put some badge of honor tattooed in your fucking brain for the rest of your life that you can die today talking to Joe Rogan, you're missing the story, man. Am I happy? What the fuck do you think? Don't misunderstand the passion in which I speak for not being intensely happy. Happiest person in the world. Right now, I keep the same habit. I'm very routine. I get up in the morning, I run, I go to the gym, and then at nighttime I stretch out. I am just trying to develop a business. It's costing me a lot of money trying to do that. I'm just getting out. I'm an introvert, so I never want to get on social media. I'm not big on that. I'm big on being with yourself. I believe all these fucking cameras and phones and shit, it takes you away from the most powerful thing in the world, which is your fucking mind. So I try hard to continue to grow that. I'm trying to break a record again. I'm trying to cross Death Valley as fast as possible, top of Mount Whitney. And I'm constantly trying to put goals in front of me, but the biggest thing is I'm trying to find more of myself. And the only way I can find more is to silence the world out as much as I can, because it's getting busier every day. It's getting faster. And the faster it gets, the more you are missing who the fuck you are. So I trap my own mind a lot and say, look, man, I put my phone away. I'm proud of who I was as a man and change who I used to be. The liar, the insecure guy, the guy who can, whatever. I want to be proud. But if I die now, if I die at 80, if I die at 90, 100, I want to look at myself and say, proud of myself.
Don't you think that also, like we were saying, that because you've gone through so much struggle, you appreciate happiness, true happiness? Do you think that you appreciate discipline because you weren't disciplined? Do you think you appreciate the hard work you put in because you used to be weak?
Yes, I appreciate self-discipline.
Yes.
I never had, and the crazy thing about what you say that, I didn't have a motherfucker come wake me up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and say, hey, you gotta get your shit in. I had no trainer. I didn't have a nutritionist. It was this self-discipline that I had to survive, not survive, so I was weak, to thrive. No one said, hey man, you're 297 pounds, man. I'm gonna help you out. I'll help, hey man, you're not smart. I'm gonna for being retired from the military. That's all I need. So I'm not fast to, I'm a minimalist motherfucker. Give me a backpack, a fucking ground to sleep on, and a pull-up bar, and some running shoes, and a Subway sandwich or some shit, and I'm fucking straight. So,
Am I right doing those?
I believe in monk-like mentality and being able to watch something grow very calmly, patiently. And that's all I'm doing right now. It's not about money, it's not about people knowing me, I don't care if you like me. Whoever wants to hear this is out there.
So your goal is to grow this.
Right, slowly, very slowly.
And your goal is to grow this in order to impact people?
Period. That's it. It's not about me
What do you get out of impacting people?
It's a good question. I don't get anything out of it. I'm a tool.
But you must get something. There must be personal satisfaction. There must be a connection to those people. It must be enriching to you.
It's hard to connect with people because there's quite a few now that are coming in.
Right.
It's my duty. It's my duty to share my. It's kind of like it's somebody who discovered a new earth, you know, and discovered the people on it, and the water source, the food source. I discovered a whole another part of your fucking brain that a lot of people don't even know about. It's my job at being 100%. When I was on that chair at mile 70, I was fucked up. I thought I'd give it 100%. And to go that last, I go, man, I wasn't even near 100%. So I came up with this thing called the 40% rule. It's basically where it's like a car. You put a governor on a car. And they said the car can go 130. That governor stops the car at 91. And you're driving thinking, man, I want to fucking floor it, but I can't go any faster. We do that to our brain. We put a governor on our brain. The second we feel pain, discomfort, suffering, all those words that we hate to say because we're in this happy, peaceful world we live in now, we stop. We slow down. And if you can get through these different barriers and gain 5%, 2%, 3%, that 40% becomes 60. That 60% becomes 70, 80, and 90. And then you'll hopefully one day near 100. I don't know many people who probably at 100. We think we're there, but there's so much more.
Isn't 100 at death's door, though?
I love that, and I think it's true. I think that's 100% true.
I think when you were laying in that tub, you knocked on the door.
That is 100% true. No one has ever. That is 100% true. I didn't give 100% in that 101-mile run I did for the first time. So that's the scary thing. That's the scariest thing in the world. I didn't die.
You probably gave 99.99999
I
and got
guarantee
your life.
I guarantee. I guarantee.
Man, dude, I don't know how to end this any better than that. So let's just wrap this up. If people want to find your stuff, what's the best place to go and look for it?
I'm just at David Goggins, man. Social media, on Instagram, Facebook. I don't tweet that much stuff out because I write messages. And I always link that,
Gotten from paying attention to you is that what you're preaching, what you're talking about is finding yourself through struggle.
That's it. It's the only way to find yourself. You don't find yourself, if you like bench pressing, and you bench press all the fucking time, what are you finding out? If you like to swim, that's all you want to do is swim, what are you finding out? Put that, people talk about triple down on your fucking strengths.
Right.
That's the fucking weakest shit in the world. No. Triple down on your fucking weaknesses.
Yeah.
Find out something about yourself. You already know the good shit. You already know the happy shit.
Right.
That's why on my Facebook page, goes, why don't you talk about good times? You know how to get through that shit, motherfucker. You don't need a fucking, you don't need no one to tell you how to get through. That's happy.
Right.
That's easy shit.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you how you can help yourself get through the times that suck. Real life. This is real life. 90% of your life will suck. 10% will be fucking happy. You may be a lucky guy, have a lot of fucking money, have a great ass woman, all this shit. Trust me, one-on-one with that fucking guy, he's missing something. His life still sucks because he hasn't faced something that bothered him his whole fucking life. Something is still eating that motherfucker up.
Almost everybody.
Everybody. Eating you the fuck up. But maybe you found a good way, how I did growing up, on how to ignore that voice that's saying, you ain't facing some shit. Period, man. I'm not special. I just stopped listening. I listened to that voice. This is why I talk so fucking aggressive. People say, man, do you believe in God? You cuss so much. When I say fuck, it's letting you know what I'm thinking. If I try to make it all pretty and shit, that's not what my life was. It was a violent struggle daily to get where I'm at today. And I'm not gonna water it down. I'm not gonna water it down. Shit wasn't fun. It ain't fun today. But I'm happy.
Don't you think that your happiness is probably elevated by the amount of pain that you've gone through?
100%.
So the amount of suffering that you understand, the amount of pain that you've gone through makes you appreciate the happiness and the beautiful moments with much more intensity.
That's what weak people miss about my story. we people hear this soft kid, oh my God, you must be miserable. Oh my God, what the hell's wrong with him? You're missing the fucking story. You're not listening to the story, man. Happiest person in the world. But I'm not done. So I'm not gonna speak to you like, oh man, everything's great. No, I have a lot more shit to do. A lot more shit to do.
But this is in the same use of the word that you use, the warrior's mentality, the warrior's life.
Right.
This is the way that you can keep balanced and sane,
Right.
and keep a good grip on who you are.
Period. And like there's a quote that was said, I don't know who said it, but it was a great quote. This guy said, going into combat, going into war, out of the 100 men that go into war, 10 shouldn't even fucking be there. 80 of them are just targets. 10 do most of, or 9 do most of the fighting. 1 is a warrior. And it's a true quote to life. I saw it going through training, I saw it everywhere I went. There's so many people who just show up.
Don't stop, fuck, okay.
They shouldn't even fucking be. And there's few people who do all the work. I want to be part of that 9, and I'm working towards being that 1. And that's just how I live my life.
And what are you doing with your life these days?
Right now, I keep the same habit. I'm very routine. I get up every morning, I run, I go to the gym, and then at nighttime I stretch out. I am just trying to develop a business. Costing me a lot of money trying to do that. I'm just getting out. I'm an introvert, so I never really get on social media. I'm not big on that. I'm big on being with yourself. I believe all these fucking cameras and phones and shit, it takes you away from the most powerful thing in the world, which is your fucking mind. So I try hard to continue to grow that. I'm trying to break a record again. I'm trying to cross Death Valley as fast as possible, top of Mount Whitney. And I'm constantly trying to put goals in front of me, but the biggest thing is I'm trying to find more of myself. And the only way I can find more is to silence the world out as much as I can, because it's getting busier every day. It's getting faster. And the faster it gets, the more you are missing who the fuck you are. So I track my own mind a lot and say, look man, I put my phone away, I put shit away, and I go dark. I go dark a lot, and it's because I have to find out, I'm on a journey of life. And we all have a different journey. And I want to be in my fucking pine box. And I believe your spirit lives forever. It has to. It's too fucking powerful. No way in hell that thing just dies when you die. I want to be able to look back on my life when I'm all dead and be so fucking proud of myself forever. This is all temporary shit to me. I want to be forever proud of who I am as a man.
Alright. That's a workout for today. Gonna set things up for the subathon to stream. And yeah, I'll be back.
Alright, it's 4 a.m. Gotta check my weight. Ooh, today I'm pretty light, 138.8. I probably didn't eat enough. I had 3 meals, but the second one was kind of light, so I think I just need to eat more today. Because I definitely could have ate more. Oh man, I feel like I'm about to throw up right now.